Welcome you all to this session of solving problem on impulse steam turbine. Problem 1. The following data refers to a single stage impulse turbine, steam velocity 800 meters per second, blade speed 300 meters per second, nozzle angle 20 degree, blade outlet angle 25 degree, neglecting the effect of friction. Calculate the power developed by the turbine for the steam flow rate of 25 kg per second. Also, calculate the axial thrust on the bearings. So, first we have to write the given data. The following data refers to a single stage impulse turbine. So, single stage, therefore n equal to 1 and it's an impulse turbine. Then steam velocity 800 meters per second. So, V1 equal to 800 meters per second. Blade speed 300 meters per second. Therefore, U equal to 300 meters per second. Nozzle angle 20 degree. Therefore, alpha 1 equal to 20 degree. Blade outlet angle equal to 25 degree. Neglecting the effect of friction. Therefore, the K value equal to 1. Calculate the power developed by the turbine for the steam flow rate of 25 kg per second. So, if there is no friction, then VR1 equal to VR2. Steam flow rate of 25 kg per second. So, M equal to 25 kg per second. Also calculate the axial thrust on the bearings. So, we have to find out the power developed by the turbine P and axial thrust on the bearing F. Now we have to write the formula required for solving this problem. So before writing the formula, we have to draw the combined velocity triangle for the impulse turbine. Okay, then we have to write the formula one by one. So power developed by the turbine P equal to m dot into W. Work done W equal to VW into U. Will velocity VW equal to VW1 plus or minus VW2. Axial thrust F is equal to m dot into VF1 minus VF2. See here m dot equal to mass flow rate of steam. U is the blade velocity. VW1 is the velocity of wheel at the entrance of the moving blade in meters per second. VW2 velocity of wheel at exit of moving blade in meters per second. Vf1 is the velocity of flow at the entrance of the moving blade in meters per second. Vf2 is the velocity of flow at the exit of moving blade in meters per second. Now we can solve this problem by analytical method. First we have to draw the rough combined velocity triangle of impulse turbine. Then we have to write the given data one by one. Blade velocity U equal to 300 meters per second. Absolute velocity of steam leaving the nozzle V1 equal to 800 meters per second. Nozzle angle alpha 1 equal to 20 degree. Blade angle at exit beta 2 equal to 25 degree. Now consider a right angle triangle BCE. Take sin alpha equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So sin alpha 1 equal to Vf1 divided by V1. Now substituting the values of V1 and alpha 1 in this equation, we get Vf1 equal to 273.616 meters per second. Then take cos alpha 1 equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Cos alpha 1 equal to Vw1 by V1. Substituting the values of V1 and alpha 1 in this equation, we get VW1 equal to 757.75 meters per second. U equal to 300 meters per second, V1 800 meters per second, alpha 1 20 degree, beta 2 25 degree, VF1 273.616 meters per second, VW1 757.75 meters per second. Now from the velocity triangle, we can write BE equal to AB plus AE, VW1 equal to U plus AE. Substituting the values of VW1 and U in this equation, we get AE equal to 457.75. Now considering the right angle triangle ACE, apply Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square equal to opposite side square plus adjacent side square. AC square equal to CE square plus AE square. So VR1 square equal to VF1 square plus AE square. Now substituting the values of VF1 and AE in this equation, we get VR1 equal to 533.3 meters per second. Now U is 300 meters per second, V1 800 meters per second, alpha 1 20 degree, beta 2 25 degree, VF1 273.616 meters per second, VW1 757.75 meters per second, VR1 533.3 meters per second. The value of velocity coefficient K is 1. Therefore, VR1 equal to VR2 equal to 533.3 meters per second. Now, considering the right angle triangle ADF, sin beta 2 equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Sin beta 2 equal to VF2 by VR2. Now substituting the values of beta 2 and VR2 in this equation, we get VF2 equal to 225.38 meters per second. Now take cos beta 2 equal to AF divided by AD. Cos beta 2 equal to AF divided by VR2. Substituting the values of beta 2 and VR2 in this equation, we get AF equal to 483.33. We know VR2 equal to 533.3 meters per second, U 300 meters per second, V1 800 meters per second, alpha 1 20 degree, beta 2 25 degree, VF1 273.616 meters per second, VW1 757.75 meters per second, VR1 533.3 meters per second, VF2 225.38 meters per second, and AF equal to 483.33. Now from the velocity triangle, AF equal to AB plus BF, AF equal to U plus VW2. Now substituting the values of AF and U in this equation, we get VW2 equal to 183.33 meters per second. Now we have to find out the velocity of well VW equal to VW1 plus or minus VW2. VW1 and VW2 are acting in two different directions. Therefore, VW equal to VW1 plus VW2. Now, substituting the values of VW1 and VW2 in the VW equation, we get VW equal to 941.08 meters per second. Now we have to find out the work done W. W equal to VW into U. U equal to 300 meters per second, which is given in our problem. Now substituting the value of U and VW in work done equation, we get W equal to 282324 joules per kilogram. Power developed P equal to m dot into W. W already we have calculated, which is 282.324 joules per kilogram. M dot is given in our problem, which is 25 kilogram per second. Now substituting these two values in power equation, P equal to 7058100 watts. Now convert watts to kilowatt. P equal to 7058.1 kilowatt. So power developed P equal to 7058.1 kilowatt. Next, we have to find out the axial thrust F. F equal to m dot into Vf1 minus Vf2. Vf1 and Vf2 values we have obtained analytically from the velocity diagram, and m dot is given in our problem. Substituting these values in axial thrust equation, we get F is equal to 1205.9 Newton. So axial thrust F equal to 1205.9 Newton. Thank you.